Hello everybody, today I will talk to WBO Bantamweight World Champion Jason Moloney, who prepares for his upcoming fight at January 13 in Quebec City, Canada against Saul Sanchez. Hey Jason, how are you doing?
Yeah, really good, mate. Good to speak to you again.
Before I ask about your preparation, Jason, you became a world champion in May by defeating Vincent Astrolabia. You fulfilled your dream, you became a world champion. Has anything changed in your life since then?
Nah, not really, mate. Obviously, it's a great feeling to be world champion, but not much has changed. I'm still very hungry and determined to keep winning and to achieve a lot more in the sport. So I think this is where the fun begins. This is the hard part, so they say. You know, it's obviously very hard to win a world title, but they say it's even harder to defend it and to remain the champion. So this is where the hard work begins, and obviously everyone's going to be very hungry to try and take this belt away from me, but I've worked so hard to get this belt that there's no way I'm going to let it go. So we've been working really hard, and I'm really, really motivated for this fight, and yeah, really determined to put on a really impressive performance and prove that I'm the best in this division.
Did you gain more popularity in Australia after winning the title?
I don't know, maybe a little bit. I'm still, I still don't. I feel like I've got to that status yet. The boxing fans know who I am and appreciate what I'm doing, but because all my fights are generally on the road and I haven't been able to fight in Australia as much as I probably would have liked, the popularity hasn't grown so much. But yeah, the boxing fans appreciate what I'm doing, traveling on the road and defending my belt and winning the belt over in America and now in Canada. So yeah, I'm doing it the hard way, but I'm enjoying it, and hopefully we can bring some big fights to Australia next year.
As I mentioned before, on January 13, you will face Saul Sanchez in your first title defense. What do you know about your opponent?
Yeah, I know a lot about him. I've known of him for a few years now, and obviously now that he's my opponent, we've been doing our homework and been watching a lot of footage and studying him and what he brings to the table. And I'm expecting a hard fight. I'm preparing for a very, very, very hard fight, but I'm going great. I feel really, really good at the moment, and yeah, I'm ready to put on a great performance. And I think that I'll be far too good for Sanchez January 13. But we're working really hard, and yeah, I'm determined to go out there and put on a really impressive performance.
When did your training camp start? And can you tell us, like step by step, what that looked like?
Yeah, well, obviously, as you said, I won the world title back in May, and I injured my right hand in that fight, so I had to take a little bit of time off and let that heal and recover and do a lot of rehab to get that hand right again. But I was still back in the gym pretty much straight away. As soon as I got home, I was just using my left hand as much as I could and developing my jab and my left hand as much as I could and trying to work around and do what I could. And obviously still doing a lot of running and things like that to stay fit. I love being in the gym. I train all year round. So just because my right hand was injured, I wasn't just taking a break. I was still working hard. And then once the right hand came good, I was really hopeful that I might get another fight in before the end of 2023. But unfortunately, it wasn't to be. And then Top Rank said that we've got a date, January 13, and we just jumped at it. And yeah, now that I'm only 2 weeks away, I'm yeah really, really excited to get back in the ring. But I've been training for months for this fight in Australia, and now I've been out here in Las Vegas for the last nearly 3 weeks, training over here and had great sparring over here. And yeah, I'm in fantastic shape. I sparred 12 rounds yesterday and felt like I could have done another 10. Yeah, I'm in great shape and I'm ready to go. And yeah, really want to make sure this is a great performance and really proves that that I am the number one in the division.
What are Sanchez's weak points, in your opinion?
I don't want to give away too much. He's a pressure fighter that likes you to, go to war with him, and he's strong and he can punch. But yeah, there's lots of areas of his game that I feel that I'm levels above him. But it's about going out there and fighting my fight and proving that. And I think it's a really exciting stylistic matchup, me and Sanchez, and I think it's going to be a great fight. But yeah, I plan on really showing that he's not in my league, and that yeah, I want to make him feel that pretty early in the fight.
Jason, unofficially, I've received information that your unification fight with Emmanuel Rodriguez may take place in 2024. That's the plan? You have unfinished business with Rodriguez. Boxing fans remember your fight against Puerto Rican in 2018, when Puerto Rican won by split decision after super tough and close fight. Do you think your unification rematch against Rodriguez is possible to make in 2024?
Yeah, it's definitely possible to make. Obviously, the focus right now is on Sanchez, but definitely next year, my goal is to unify the division and start going after the other belts. So the top of that list for me, if it's my choice, is Emmanuel Rodriguez, and I'm hungry for the fight, and his team and him, they seem hungry for the fight as well. So of course we can make that fight happen, and hopefully once I get past Sanchez, that'll be my next fight.
Okay, so which boxers are on your radar for 2024?
Say that again. Who do I want to fight?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the other champions. So after Sanchez, yeah, we're going for Emmanuel Rodriguez. Takuma Inui holds the belt as well, but he's obviously got an upcoming fight with German and Cajas. So whoever wins that fight will be going after as well. And then Nakatani's fighting Santiago. So whoever wins that fight will be going after them as well. So yeah, mate, I want to make the biggest and best fights. I want to prove that I'm the best in the division, and that means fighting the other champions and taking hard fights, and yeah, looking to become undisputed. That's my goal now. Obviously, I've achieved the dream of becoming world champion, but now the goal is to become undisputed and to hold all 5 belts.
We are talking a few hours before the end of 2023. How would you sum up this year?
Yeah, it's been a great year. I mean, obviously, I achieved my dream, so this will be a year that I'll always look back on very fondly. You know, I've been chasing that world title for nearly 20 years, been a professional for nearly 10 years, and you know, I finally achieved that dream. So that night when I won the title will always be, you know, have a special place in my heart. But I only got the one fight this year, which was hard. You know, it took a while to put together the world title fight. Then, as I said, I was injured and didn't fight again for 2023. So, in that regard, it was a bit of a frustrating year. As always, the ups and the downs. You know, I won the world title, but then didn't fight again. So it was hard. But 2024, I really want to be active. I'm looking for 3 or 4 fights, ideally 4 fights next year. And as I said, get past Sanchez in impressive fashion, and then hunt the other titles and look to unify the division and finish 2024 with no question that I'm the #1 bantamweight in the division and multiple belts on my shoulders.
What condition do you think Australian boxing is in currently?
Yeah, it's in a great position. We've got 3 world champions at the moment, and many other men and women that are right up high in the ratings and looking to fight for world titles in 2024. So it's very exciting, and I think Australian boxing's starting to get some respect worldwide, that we've really got some talent coming through. And it's exciting to be a part of it and to be a champion and to be flying the flag for Australia overseas in America and Canada and hopefully in other countries next year. And yeah, also hoping to bring some big fights to Australia as well, and to help that, you know, that fire keep growing. We want to make sure that boxing continues to grow and continues to thrive in Australia, and that happens by champions defending belts and putting on great fights.
You are one of 26 boxers who fought Naoya Inoue. Last Tuesday, the Japanese won by KO against Marlon Tapales, becoming the undisputed super bantamweight world champion. Did you watch that fight? What can you say about it?
I actually didn't. Being in Las Vegas, it was on at 3 a.m. and I'm obviously in training camp and I'm asleep at that time. But I caught a lot of the highlights. I've seen quite a lot of footage from the fight, and super impressive. To be able to become undisputed in 2 divisions in just just over 1 year. That's an incredible feat, and I can't see anyone in that weight, or maybe even in featherweight, I can't see anyone beating him. He's just on fire. Continues to seem to improve, and yeah, he's a special talent. And yeah, I learned a lot from sharing the ring with him, and yeah, I mean, he's pound for pound, if not number one, number two, definitely.
Top
and
three
yeah,
for
he
sure.
just keeps getting better.
Jason, thanks a lot for great conversation, for your time. We wish you good luck and all the best for you. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year, brother.